But yeah, dude, how you guys doing?
Doing good.
Good.
Yeah.
Thanks, man. Thank you for having us.
Dude, thanks for coming in. Your guys' set was amazing.
Oh,
Appreciate
thank you.
that.
Thank you.
Kind of a redemption from the Fun Drive show that we had because we couldn't hear Gwen's vocals
You
that
know
one
what?
time. So
Yeah.
That was dope.
yeah, that was interesting. That's the
Solid.
first time we ever did a show like that, outdoors and like mic'd up. Like
It was
yeah,
great,
it was
though.
interesting. It's a cool concept. Hopefully we can perfect it. But
Totally.
dude, your guys' set was sick.
Thank you.
I heard it from inside because I was filming. I didn't hear the studio sound, but like
Nice.
everybody else said it was sick.
So you're deaf now. You're
yeah,
not-
exactly.
You're not totally deaf.
Sorry.
Yeah, I was like plugging one ear, and then like by the end, I couldn't hear out of this one, but I could kind of hear out of
Oh,
this
yeah.
one. It was like very weird. Like
That's
yes,
the Goodbye Ranger
stereo sound.
special. It
Yeah,
happens
right.
quite a bit,
Job-related injury.
I know we're gonna have to go 0 days without injury
Darn it.
now.
Yeah.
Darn
And
it.
hazard pay.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Hazard pay.
Darn it.
Do you guys want to go ahead and just introduce yourselves real quick and like what you play in the band?
Yeah, I'm Gwendolyn. I'm a vocalist and I play the bass.
Sick.
I'm Logan. I play drums.
I'm Andrew, and I play guitar, and I sing with Gwen.
Hell yeah. And we got Logan in here round 2. He was in here a couple of months ago with Chatterton as well. Yeah.
Shout to
It's been an
Chatterton.
honor.
Yeah.
It's been an honor.
Yay.
Thank you, Thomas.
Of course, dude. And Andrew, it's not your first time in the KCSB studio either,
Nope.
right?
Nope. Back in the day, had another band called Sway, and we were here, and I probably doubt that we're still in the rotation for anybody's show. Maybe if there's any shoegaze shows, but yeah, back in the day, had some KCSB experience.
You know what? I think I had Sway on a radio show not too long ago. So
Sick.
you still get some airplay every
Thank
now and then,
you.
I guess.
Amazing. Thank you. Yeah, it's crazy.
Anyways, you guys had a show last night, huh?
Yes.
Yeah.
We
How was
did.
that? How'd it go? Where'd you guys play at?
Take it, Glenn.
Oh my gosh. We played at Scotland Yard in Canoga.
Canoga Park, yeah.
Canoga
We're in the
Park.
valley.
That was crazy. We ended up playing at about 12:45
AM.
a.m.
I am.
Got home at about 4 a.m.
Wow. That is
Yeah.
insane.
Yeah, but people stuck around. There was actually tons of
There
people
was a
there.
It was great.
It was a good
It was
show.
great, yeah.
And they liked it, and the other bands were sick.
Everyone we played with was very, very cool. We've been really fortunate.
Yeah, and the
with,
people there were cool
everybody we've met.
bartenders. Yeah, it was
Yeah.
cool. It was cool. We did have a random sex trafficker or prospective sex trafficker in the alley before the show, which was
Yeah. It was a little concerning, but
Yeah.
I
Look
took
out in
them.
Canoga Park.
Creepy
Yeah.
Valley vibes or what?
Yeah,
A little bit.
Yeah,
Valley, yeah.
essentially.
Yeah.
You're
I'm
signing
fine.
up for it when you
Hold
go,
my
I
own.
guess.
Yeah. Yeah, right?
part of the experience. So
So it was at a bar or something. What was it? It was a bar?
Yeah,
Interesting.
yeah. Kinda
A Scottish
like
pub.
Sick,
Scottish
dude.
pub,
Hell yeah.
Sports bar,
it's a cool spot.
But
Yeah.
it was a great vibe. We met some good people. Sold
So
some
sick.
vinyl. It
Yeah.
was great.
There's like ghosts in the valley, so you kind of when you get off the freeway there and you kind of start like going deep into the dark heart of the valley, you just start feeling like the 70s ghosts, 60s and 70s
Oh, yeah,
ghosts,
right.
and they fully haunt that place. There's no doubt about
Oh yeah,
it. So
there's a heaviness sits on your
Yeah.
chest.
Yeah.
we're about it. We're about
The ghost of porn stars past, you know what I mean? From the
Exactly.
valley.
100%.
Yeah, right?
100%.
Past and future.
Yeah.
You bet. You bet. Which, speaking of which, I gotta go check on my application for
Oh, yeah.
Star Video. Okay.
Oh, right,
Remind me.
right,
Yeah.
right.
So I was also going to say, too, you guys are related as well?
Yeah.
And
Logan is
Gwendolyn and
our dad.
Yeah, right.
So, no, Gwen and I are related. I am actually, and this is going to be painful for me to say, I'm reached the point where like my age is starting to bother me, which is I'm now 97, which is crazy. I have these drugs, but no, Gwen's mom is my sister, which makes us uncle, niece, which is like, that sounds so weird. Like
It really
we're almost
does.
like good friends, like more anything else, but yeah, we're straight up fam.
That's pretty sick.
Yeah.
And then Logan, we adopted Logan recently. We saw him with Chatterton. We're just like, that is the drummer
Yeah.
that we absolutely want to have in our band.
We
I know,
do
I
share
remember-
custody though.
Yeah, we do share
Yeah.
custody.
Yeah.
I was going to say, I remember the first time I saw you guys, you were just a two-piece.
Yep.
Yeah. We've grown. Our little family has grown since then.
Yeah, that's sick.
We love him. We will keep him.
We love Logan, too. TBD staple, you know what I
Hell
mean?
yeah.
Yeah.
Monster drummer in this area, period.
TBD favorite drummer.
Totally.
If there's like a list of them, it's like Logan, Scrivener, right
There's
at the
no-
top, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Well,
Oh,
yeah,
man.
totally.
Now you're gonna
Absolutely.
upset some people.
What more could
I
I
know, right? I know. I shouldn't have said that out loud.
No, that's
It's all right. We're not
Favorites.
live. We're not live or
No,
anything.
yeah,
Right.
no, it's fine. It's
Wait,
fine.
are we doing this right now?
Oh.
Oh, okay.
And then I also understand that you are in the Phoenix area, Andrew.
So that's another weird thing, isn't it? Because like Gwen and Logan, well, Gwen's in Ventura, Logan's in Wainimi, and then I grew up in Ventura, but I now, for like the past 5 years, I've lived in Phoenix, Arizona. So that makes our practice schedule a little bit weird.
Yeah. How do you guys work that out? How does that?
Well, for the better part of last year, I was flying about like twice a month.
Oh wow.
Over to Phoenix and just back and forth. Me and the Burbank airport were tight, really tight. Yeah.
You know it like the back of your hand.
Yeah. I spent a lot of time there.
The flight attendants know you and stuff.
Oh yeah, by name.
You're a regular at like the airport bar.
Yeah, I get a lot of high fives.
Sick.
Yeah.
High fives, frequent flyer miles.
Yeah, exactly.
But yeah, we were initially, like when we started, which was last April, so like April 22 is when we started, we got together because, you know, when Gwen was a little younger and we did other little like music, you know, goofing around doing stuff. We did like a talent show back in the day when Gwen was in school, and then we're like, someday we should do a musical project or whatever. And when she came of age, I was like, yep, we're doing this. So last April we started doing it, and then we basically just did the going back and forth. Like we all drive like 900 miles a day pretty much lately, you know, facetiously, but almost real. And then Logan is a recent addition. We played like 5 or no, like maybe 7 shows now with Logan, 6 or 7.
It's got to be close to 10.
Is it closer to 10?
Almost to 10.
It seems like yesterday we're super jazzed, but Logan is the newest ranger, and we're keeping him. Period. We'll fight. We'll like stab somebody.
Sick.
Period. Yeah.
So, do you have any plans to like move back to the Ventura area? Or are you like planning on staying in
Choose
Phoenix?
your words carefully.
Is this like an honesty situation here where I have
This
to like?
is actually an intervention. We're like, Angie, you need to come back, dude.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So, here's the deal. I really like where we live in Phoenix. I like our neighborhood. Our neighbors are all great, but I'm kind of done. I kind of can't wait to come back, and so that's part of the plan. But we'll see how it goes. I really want to be closer to the other Rangers so we can, you know, write more and practice more and hang out and watch Lil Yachty on Saturday Night Live and stuff.
Oh
Yeah,
my
right?
god, I'm so excited. We missed it last night.
Yeah.
We couldn't see it because we were playing.
Lil Yachty played on Saturday Night Live.
Oh,
Allegedly,
yeah.
we're waiting.
Oh, really?
Supposedly,
Yeah.
we're gonna find out.
Oh wow.
We're watching it as soon
Last
as we
night
get
was a
home.
big night, dude. Apparently it was WrestleMania too.
What?
Whoa.
Yeah, a lot of
Dude.
people at WrestleMania, and then Built to Spill played in Ventura as
know.
well.
We're
Dude,
lucky
a lot of
anybody
stuff
even-
going down last night.
We're
Yeah.
really lucky
good-
anyone came to our show.
Good Saturday.
Yeah. But yeah, so I don't know, Logan. Are you digging our band, man?
Of course I am.
So,
It's a great time.
Logan is like can't be overstated. Like he is a very, very good drummer for his age. He just turned 14. And he is like an absolute monster. No, for real. No, he's
About to be a freshman in high school.
I'll get my license soon.
just kidding,
Yeah.
man. No, he's
Yeah.
39.
Crazy.
Looking
Oh, yeah.
forward to it.
No, but great drummer, and that's what we needed because we were kind of doing the Cocteau Twins thing before with like a drum machine and like
Yeah.
Ableton Live for beats and stuff. And
Yeah.
now with Logan, it's a totally different ballgame. We're like an actual band now, and yeah, it's rad.
That's so sick.
Totally,
Love to hear that.
totally.
So I also want to talk to, I guess, like a little bit about like your I guess DIY histories and stuff. Like, how'd you guys get involved in music? Like, yeah, what were your beginnings? Were you going to like local shows and stuff? Like,
For me, I first started recording my own music just in my room. I think I was about like 15.
Garage band.
Yeah, garage band. This goes into early Goodbye Ranger lore because
She writes good songs.
I would just text Andrew and I'd be like, hey, I recorded this stuff under my covers to dampen the sound. You think you could put it out for me? And so, yeah, I've been putting out music ever since, just not as much as I'd like, but now I'm fully focused on
Under
Goodbye
your
Ranger.
name,
Yeah.
just under Gwendolyn.
Yeah, just under Gwendolyn.
Yeah.
so can we find any of those old recordings?
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, it's streaming on
And I put the
iTunes,
links. The links are on
Spotify.
our website too. So if you go to goodbyeranger.com, Gwendolyn's stuff, the links to her stuff is on there too.
Yeah, you
Sick.
can hear me as a baby,
Hell yeah. Awesome.
high schooler.
Good stuff though. She has a great voice. She's like at this point in the game underutilized when we're doing the shoegazy like deep vocals, dreamy thing. But eventually it's just going to be all like very very loud gospel singing with Gwen shrieking.
Essentially, yeah.
And Logan's just going to play tambourine, and I'm switching to accordion.
So that'd be interesting.
How about you,
Keep us on
Logan?
our toes.
What's your start in music?
I'm gonna say for like the last 5 years I've been jamming with buddies who live around me, and that's kind of led me into the local scene, if you will. And through that I have expanded and met these guys and other guys.
I love to hear that, dude.
It's great, yeah. And through you, actually, to be honest. So
oh hell yeah,
got you to thank for that.
Love to hear that, dude. Of course.
Love the fact that you're getting the scene like and making it into like an actual scene again in the area, and the show and like the shows that you put on. It's just an amazing thing, man. So like we're super in love with what you're doing. So thank you so much, Thomas.
Thanks, guys. I appreciate hearing that.
No,
We appreciate
thank
you.
It's real stuff right there.
Thank you.
Mean it.
I'm the old guy or whatever. I just turned 109 the other day, so I used to
Keeps
play back
going
in
up.
the day. Yeah.
Every time.
But back in the day, my breath is bouncing off this microphone. It's horrid. Had a band called Sway, which was another shoegaze band, kind of like a dreamy, slow divey rip-off type of thing, and it kind of, I don't know, maybe like 2000.
Yeah, how long were you doing it for? Sway was pretty sick.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah.
Basically, we started in like 99, 2000, and we played probably till like 2005 or 6. Then we went away and came back in 2008 for like a short time, a couple shows like in LA, and then that was pretty much it, sadly. But the memories live on. Made kind of an album, one of those things where like the guy that's kind of trying to keep it together on his own. I did one of those on a. And
what was that called?
It was Sway. It was called This Was Tomorrow, which actually I highly recommend you guys check it. If you're into that sort of thing, it's like I used guitar and Game Boy to basically put the thing together. And
dude, that's sick.
It was early chiptunesy type of thing, but I did it like shoegaze.
And that was still called Sway?
I just wanted to call it Sway because I was still trying to do the dreamy kind of, My Bloody Valentine, slow divey trip.
Yeah.
But yeah, so that was me. That was, I don't know, early 2000s mostly.
So I know we were talking about this like in the studio a little bit, but like where were you playing shows and stuff back then? Like what was kind of like a snapshot of like the local scene at the time?
So we're a Ventura band from back in the day. So we used to play like my friend Brian Parra, Saturday Night Bob as it were. He used to do shows in Ventura. We played at the Livery. We used to play at the Elks Lodge. In Ventura there was a few other places like random stuff that we do. We'd do like parties, a couple get-togethers. We'd do stuff anywhere we could, but mostly the Livery. Elks Lodge were good shows. We would play in Santa Barbara at the Living Room, Beco House. We played just basically so a big thing with Sway was in LA. There was a scene called Club Violaine. Shout out to Violaine guys. They had a Dreampop, goth, shoegaze, and like dark electronica kind of scene going on, and that was like a major part of getting us like kind of a fan base and stuff. Downtown LA, and it started over when we got involved. It started over by USC first, and then moved to downtown. But we were all over. We would play wherever we could. Yeah, and we did a little bit of touring in different states and stuff. And yeah, it was cool. But so yeah, back in the day, man.
That's awesome, dude.
And now you're the new kind of person that's keeping the scene going or bringing it back, as it were, and making it into a thing, which is beyond rad. So.
Heck yeah.
Yeah, now you're part of that history.
Maybe.
No,
we'll see what
already
happens.
going. Already going.
It's too late now, Thomas.
Yeah, it's too late.
No going back.
It's too late.
So I guess like let's chat about Goodbye Ranger a little bit. How'd you guys like start this band?
We it was the thing like with Gwen and I. I mean, I was doing another thing called Field Plan, which like I grew up playing saxophone, and so I was doing like this saxophone kind of self-produced like 80s nostalgia homage music, and then I got the bug again to start recording things, and I was like, maybe this would be something to do with Gwen, but then I was like, well, let's make it like a different thing. Gwen's voice is beautiful, like she's a really talented person, like that'd be cool to involve her and actually do like a dreamy kind of ambient ethereal thing. And so I hit her up and she was like, yeah, let's do it.
Awesome.
So we did it. I had a show booked already in Phoenix, and I was like, well, if you're down, you want to come do this show? And we
Yeah, that was crazy. I think I learned all the songs in like
a day, 2 days, something like that.
It was around there. It was a little stressful, but that was awesome.
It was a big show too. We opened
at
for
the Rebel Lounge.
Yeah, in Phoenix, and we opened for Deserta, which is like a kind of a. They're getting pretty popular, doing a lot of touring and stuff, and they're a great band in LA. But that was our first show, was opening for them with
that's wild.
Yeah, Glixen and Citrus Clouds and in the scene there. So that was a jumping right into the frying pan.
Yeah.
So
that's
the first
sick,
time on a plane too. That was
wow.
That's true.
Interesting. Yeah.
A lot of anxiety. I feel like that those couple days.
Yeah.
She handled it.
It was a lot. But
she handled it.
It was fun, and I'm so happy it worked out.
Yeah.
So.
That's so sick.
Yeah, and then we just kept like honing it, and we recorded like shortly thereafter. We kind of took the songs and started making a plan for recording them, and then we just recorded them, at my place in Phoenix, all DIY, just Gwen and I producing it, and took our ideas, put them together, made the songs, and then recorded them, and then we put it out, got vinyl and CDs and stuff, and then we're like, now we need a drummer. We need a drummer, right? And then that was the next, because everyone we played with was like, oh, you guys would be sick if you got a drummer. Like, oh, cool, yeah, we kind of like the drum machine thing. And they were like, oh, crap. Every band we'd play with would be like, darn it. And now every band we play with since has backing tracks, but I would take Logan like any day over any stinking backing tracks, man. Logan is sickness.
I feel like a drummer like totally just changes the vibe of like a band. You know what I mean?
Because now we're now we have the ability to like go anywhere. We can do like any vibe. Like Logan can handle pretty much anything. That was like demonstrated immediately, and we could tell too when we watched Chatterton. We were like, oh man, is that like super? I wonder if this dude would be down. And we did like a secret meeting. We went to like we should find like a nice place to meet. So we went to the Coffee Bean and Tea Leaf in Oxnard. And they were like,
it's like a rendezvous.
Yeah,
crazy.
We're like, we need a place where it's cozy, where we can go sit down and talk to this cat. And like we went there, and they were under construction. There was no place to sit.
That's so funny.
So it was like 14 degrees out, like windy in the harbor over there. And we went and sat outside, like freezing, like
the start of the tribulations.
Full on. And then Logan was like, yeah, I'd be down to check it out. And the rest is history, as one might say, if they cared. But
that's sick.
Some good stuff.
Yeah. So we're gonna definitely take over the world, like sometime in the next 3 or 4 weeks.
Around there.
With Logan steering the ship.
Yeah, with that.
It's going down.
That's about the timeline.
It's going down.
Hell yeah. So with your record that like you guys had already released, what's it called again?
Memories in the Sky.
Tight. So you guys put that out like on vinyl and like CD. Yep. Like, did you do that with like a label, or was that all just like by yourself?
Since the Sway days, I've been kicking around my own little quote label unquote, which is CS Famosas, Famous Chairs label, and I just kind of like brand everything, either that or Ultra Comfy Pants, which I did a little side project back in the day after Sway. Me and my buddy, the drummer from Sway, did like keyboards, and I did guitar and singing, and that was Ultra Comfy Pants. But in spirit, it's always been CS Famosas since the early 2000s. So this is a CS Famosas release, as it were, but it's we put it out ourselves. We're hoping maybe someone would want to like do something with us, and we already have a couple people that are into it for the next recording, which we hope to do like in the summertime, maybe early fall, full length LP.
What would be like a dream label you could put out, like your full length LP?
What do you guys have, any dream labels? I know what mine is. I'll tell you right now. Actually, I have two.
I know what yours is right now.
What's mine? What name?
I don't know. You're feeling a little sub poppy lately.
Like sub pop. For
are you a cranky guy?
Solid.
Totally cranky would do it in a heartbeat, but I mean, and then Matador would be absolutely.
Matador would be sick.
Because Yola Tango, come on, you know what I'm saying? But among other bands, but back in the day with Sway, when we played in Seattle, a guy from Sub Pop actually was at our show and gave us the card and did the whole on like, let's keep in touch, and then we proceeded to break up right after that.
Classic.
Yep. So that was and but the self-inflicted stab wounds are healing now.
Yeah.
And like my spleen, I think it's fine now. It's been like 20 years, so
I'm
totally good now. Almost 20 years, but yeah. So
awesome.
But yeah, so Sub Pop, because we know you're listening to KCSB right now, Sub Pop record execs.
It's in the radius. Seattle is in the radius of this.
True.
And if you're listening now on kcsb.org, which you should be, no matter where you are in the damn world, we want to be on Sub Pop. That'd be fantastic.
Or Matador. Hey, don't close.
Or Matador. We would do Matador.
do Matador.
We do Matador. Heck, we would actually do any label that is cool, gets what we're trying to do, as much as we do, and then doesn't basically want to screw us over, which, you know, that's another long story that we'll save for another time.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Awesome, dude. Yeah. That's sick. So do you have do you think you know like when this new LP is going to come out?
I think we're going to start recording literally next week. Getting in. I mean, we've already been writing stuff, and then next week we're gonna like get into drum tracks. And
what are you guys trying to do differently on this new one compared to like your last one?
I don't know, Gwen. What do you think? We're gonna do a lot more like trippy, like vocal, like thick.
Yeah. Well, we're gonna do like a live drum recording too, which is gonna be
that's different.
A lot different.
Yep.
Maybe a little more vocal heavy on this new record.
Yep.
And then, yeah, I think we're leaning relatively a little more gothic in some regards.
More gothic, yeah, darker in some cases. In some cases too, a little. To be honest with you, there's some stuff that I'm writing which I just can't get away from, like the sugary kind of saccharine thing and like the shoegazy thing. But Gwen has like been putting together some bangers that are
sweet and sour. Hey,
totally. Yeah. The darkness and the light. So.
Yeah, exactly. So.
I think a lot more vocals. Like I definitely want Gwen to get, because she's really good at harmonizing and coming up with really cool intricate harmonies. And so, and then Logan has been getting down with like the castanets a lot. And,
of course.
You know, like a duct taped tambourine, which is like it's so weird. Yeah, it just sounds like a clunking thing, but that's part of it. No,
that's sick.
It's gonna be very ethereal, very noisy, but maybe a lot more just vocally, like a lot more layered, kind of Carpenters inspired type of.
That's awesome, actually.
Totally.
I'm really excited.
Yeah, that sounds like a really cool concept.
Yeah, totally. Thanks. We're gonna try. We're doing it ourselves, so I mean, it's one of those things. Which is, frankly, I mean, for anybody listening out there, not that I would have any influence on your mind, but you should all be recording your own stuff. Like, not to knock anybody with a studio and that's trying to get paid, but you can do it and just make music. So that's what we're gonna do. We've done that for a long time, but we have the technology now. We all do in our pockets. So like, just make music.
Was it like Steve Lacy or whatever? Like made his whole like first record on his phone.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? Yeah. Like.
Hey, me and Steve Lacy, we have that in common.
Yeah. Right.
Say, you know.
Just make music.
GarageBand for iPhone, dude.
Exactly.
And don't be apologetic about it. Like any sound that you make, like, it's like if you make it and it comes out the way you like and you like it, that's your stuff. So we're totally all into that. That's not to say that someday, you know, maybe we don't go into like a super bougie studio or whatever. That'd be really fun too. Been there, but I just honestly think with the tech, it's so much more fun and relaxed to just use your like Macintosh as a laboratory.
Go into the studio and then use GarageBand.
Totally. Rent a studio, like $7,000 an hour, and just bring in a laptop and an interface, a Native Instruments interface, and just record everything.
I'm not knocking it.
Paying for the room sound.
We're doing it.
Yeah,
it's done.
Exactly.
It's happening. So.
Awesome. Well, before we wrap this up and go into some listener questions, what are you most proud of for this band so far?
This is a Logan question.
Yeah.
The consistency.
Yeah, you take it.
I think consistency is strong.
Sick.
I got to give it to these two for
awesome
kind of making that happen a little bit.
We're trying. We like to play. Like, you know, it's one of those things where it's like, as musicians and people who like literally get off on playing music, we just like to play a lot, and sometimes that kind of conflicts with the whole like strategy of like how to quote get big and get out there, like don't play too much, all that stuff. So we're gonna just go blindly and stupidly into that sort of thing, where we just like to play and play wherever people will let us.
We'll want you to play, yeah.
Because we don't mind playing for like 4 people. If like 4 people hear us and totally dig it, then they're like fans now. But I don't know. Yeah, I'm just proud of.
That's about it.
I'm proud to have our 3-piece that sounds kind of big and just excited for the future.
Sick.
What about you, Gwen? What are you excited for?
I mean, I agree. Honestly, like, I'm super proud of the music that we've been making, and with the addition of Logan, it just feels like, it really does feel like we're just a little family, which, I mean, we are, but just, you know, I feel like the connection that we have and everything has been really, really great, and, you know, we've met a lot of really great people out there, made cool new
And we're just
band
getting
friends
started.
and everything. We're just getting started. We haven't even hit a year yet. We're about to. But
We're gonna tour this summer, like in July. Starting in July, we're doing a U.S. tour. So we're gonna
whole U.S.
Most of it's probably gonna be 2 phases. Yeah, we're gonna do like the Midwest all the way through the East Coast. And it's a bunch of dates, like a month long, and then
that's insane.
Yeah, so we're gonna do it. We're just going out there to see
a little
who can.
too insane. Maybe.
Yeah.
Keep an eye out for that. Yeah.
It's how you gotta do it.
Yep,
We're
that's
gonna
how
be
you
all over.
That's
the
bands that do it, and we're epically going to do it.
Love to hear that, dude.
Yeah, man. Thank you.
So do you guys want to take a couple listener questions?
Yeah, of course.
So this one says, if you had to give an emotion for your album, what would it be?
An emotion?
I guess so, yeah.
What do you think, Gwen?
Oh my gosh. I haven't really thought about that.
I don't know if is nostalgia. I guess that's an emotion to an extent, but
I think so.
because it's based. I mean, to me, it sounds
a little
like
wistfulness.
It's wistful. It's also kind of nostalgic for the past, which nostalgia implies a little bit of pain based on memory, not in a bad way, but just the pangs of missing things that have gone by. So that just that longing, maybe, or I don't know, just anything that is intended to be dreamy, is kind of the idea of just letting yourself go and just being surrounded by emotion in general. So that's kind of what we're going for with the dreamy stuff.
Sick.
Yeah.
I hope that answered their question.
Yeah.
Okay.
This one says, who is your favorite Teletubby?
Aaron.
What is it?
That's my friend. That's definitely my friend Aaron's
Hey.
question. Oh my god. Let's go Lala. Y'all know?
I'm just Tinky
The
Winky.
red one, because that one's classic, yeah. It's the homie right there. The red one?
I can't remember.
Oh, I mean,
What about the vacuum cleaner?
Oh.
I guess it.
No, that thing
I like
was
the Sun Baby.
terrifying.
Yeah.
Is the Sun Baby?
Oh,
out
the
there?
Sun Baby
Sun
too?
Baby counts.
Yeah.
Sun Baby, totally.
Sun Baby was terrifying.
Casting some positivity
Terrifying.
and
I
fear.
always wanted to destroy that tubby custard. And the tubby toast, oh my god, it looked so good.
Yeah.
That's wild. That's wild.
I just want to exist on the plane where the Sun Baby exists. Whatever, because,
You're at the mercy of the Sun Baby, though.
We all of us are, and we don't even realize that yet. Someday we're all going to come to find that out, and it's going to be absolutely terrifying. Right? Yeah. But wherever that galaxy exists, or I guess it'd be the same galaxy. Sun Baby's pretty close, so.
Yeah.
Aside from the astronomical facts behind that, yeah. So.
This next one says, for Gwen, what songs/albums are you most proud of from your personal discography?
Oh, I would say Beautifully Mad is my favorite song that I've probably ever written. That one we actually, when our set was a little bit lighter, a while back, we would perform that one sometimes when we would do our 2-hour sets. There would be a lot of improv and just random stuff filling time. Nice. So we used to throw that one in there, and honestly, that one, it really means a lot to me, and so I'd say that's probably my favorite. Yeah.
That's so sick.
I like that song.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah, that was we made that into an early Goodbye Ranger part of our repertoire, and I dig it. It was very ethereal, and Gwen sings really well on that one. So
nice.
But yeah.
This one is Andrew. What's your favorite pedal right now?
Ooh,
gotta pick one.
One pedal. Darn, I think that's really easy to just go with the newest one because you're the most amped up about that newest one. But honestly, I don't know. I really dig that blooper pedal, which is underutilized for what we do unless we're improvising. So in songs, I don't really use it that much right now.
What does it do?
So it's a looper, but it has built-in effects which are just insane. Chase Bliss audio, because I use that in the mood. The blooper is rad because it incorporates that destroyed audio sound that the Chase Bliss Generation Loss kind of had.
Yeah.
And I love that degraded, degradation type of thing with audio where it sounds like it's old and falling apart. It does that super well.
That's
and it has,
sick.
Yeah, other stuttering effects and all that. But as a looper with effects that you can imprint onto the loop as you go.
Oh, nice.
And layer on top of itself, and it will degrade over time. It's genius.
That's great. That sounds insane.
Yeah, that's my favorite pedal. I love everything about it. It's insane. It's crazy.
Dope.
yeah, so that's out of the two or three loopers that I use, that's like the favorite one for improvising and making layers of noise. So
sick.
Yeah.
All right, well, I guess that just about does it for all of our listener questions. Where can like people keep up with all things Goodbye Ranger?
Well, definitely follow us on Instagram.
Please.
Goodbye_Ranger. We've also got a Bandcamp. Our link tree is in our Instagram bio, so it's super, super easy to find. Yeah, I mean...
There's goodbyeranger.com that has like all the links and stuff. I'm like working on updating that. Like we've got like rad pictures with Logan now and like a whole bunch of photos for our photo album that I'm working on kind of getting.
Yeah, I saw you guys did that photo shoot.
Oh.
Yeah.
Who took those if you want to shout them out too? That was sick.
That was our good friend Austin Villegas. I think it's...
Love you, man.
Villegas Visuals.
Yeah, Villegas Visuals on Instagram.
Visuals.
It's VILLEGAS. But yeah, if you check our posts and you'll just see Austin's stuff. But yeah, if you have a band, like he's primarily based out of Arizona, but if you have a band that's anywhere near there and you guys are listening right now and you don't know about Austin, you need to hit up Austin because he's insanely good at what he does and he's got good ideas.
Yeah,
that was all his idea for that shot, and yeah, it came out good. So
sick.
Yeah, but goodbyeranger.com, and please, you guys, if you're listening, everyone out there, like if you want to make like 3 people's days, like follow us on Instagram. If you do Instagram, we're trying to like, you know, get a better following on there because that's more or less where we make all of our announcements and posts for the most part. We have a Twitter too, but I'm almost ready to ditch Twitter because I can't stand Elon Musk.
Dude, I just like don't know how to use Twitter.
I've been using
I'm not good at it.
Me neither. I suck.
I usually just let my co-host, I'll just like send them like the posts and stuff, and I'm like, just make a post, please. I don't know how to do this.
I just don't like it anymore.
Yeah.
I'm just, not to be like, you know, political anyway, really, but I just don't really care for the whole vibe anymore. It used to be cool back in the day, but it's not feeling it anymore. But not to disrespect anybody who's on there, because there's a lot of cool peeps on there, like DKFM, shout out, and people that are still doing Shoegaze Collective on Twitter and stuff. But yeah, I don't know. We repost things there from Instagram.
Yeah, but definitely, I mean, we're on all streaming platforms. Again, if you want to make our day, add us to your playlist.
Yeah.
That would be super great. Again, just Goodbye Ranger.
We still have some CDs left, I think.
Yeah,
and
CDs, a lot of vinyl.
We got vinyl. Yeah, we just got the vinyl finally because it takes 900 years to get your vinyl printed, but we finally got that pressed and we've got copies, so get in on that. If you want a copy of Memories in the Sky on vinyl, it's
hell yeah,
180 gram and all that stuff, so you'll dig.
Sick. All right, dude, well, we have like about like 1 minute. Oh, we're at like 6 o'clock actually, so we got to like wrap up. But we have like one last question that we got to rapid fire. Logan has answered it before, but so a rat is going to jump into your mouth. Do you want this rat to jump into your mouth head first or butt first, and why?
Gwen.
Oh my god, I actually used to have pet rats. This has happened to me before. I'm not even joking. I had a pet rat that would like pick things out of my... that's really gross.
I'm saying mouth.
Yeah, I'd say mouth first because it's literally happened to me before. It's not that bad.
That's pretty sick. I don't think I've had, out of like the 3 years I've been asking this question, nobody has literally had a rat in their mouth, so that's pretty sick.
Dude,
Gwen has
all the time.
Confirmed.
All the time.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Probably pictures to prove it.
I'd love to hear that, dude.
Logan,
I do have pictures.
What does Logan
I'll
answer?
show you after
What was
this.
Logan's
What's
previously?
your answer?
What
You know, I can't even remember what I answered.
I forget,
to be
too.
honest.
Pick a new answer.
Someone's gonna hold you to it. They're gonna be like, "I heard your last one, dude. You're a liar."
It just shows how flexible I am with rats in my mouth, I guess.
Right,
It's the rats. It's the face. It's the rat's head first.
I'm gonna go with that.
Tail down the throat. Come on.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Well, then I can get it out easier too. You got some good traction.
I can't believe
Thomas,
what a
thank you,
tailored
man.
question that is.
Wait,
Yeah.
but
What about you?
I said head. I said
Yeah,
head.
yeah,
Oh yeah, true.
It's
100%.
established.
okay.
Yeah,
fair.
thank you,
Dope.
Thomas.
Thank you,
Yeah.
Thomas.
Dude, for sure. Thank you guys. I don't have any TBD gigs in April, but we're coming back strong in May, and we got Goodbye Ranger on one of them.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
that's going to be with like
Can't
some
wait.
surprises from Seattle
Yes.
and Ian McPhee so far. So yeah, that's going to be a fun one. So if
Exciting.
you're in the local area, you can catch them then, or if you guys are playing any other shows in the local area before that, you can catch them.
Yeah, check our website. Has all of our shows and our tour stuff and all that will be on there
Love to hear
soon.
it.
So yeah, cool.
Sick. Well, next week we have an interview with Candlepin Records and Tapes. Anyways, stay tuned. This is TBD. Up next is Wayne Light Talk.